It is once again 12 a.m. and once again I am in my brother's workspace. I am missing a key piece of my Nezuko cosplay, and that is the bamboo kind of mouth guard or gag that she wears. When I bought the kimono, it did not come with it, and obviously because I'm planning to sew my own version of her outfit, I would have to make two versions of the bamboo mouth guard. So I'm going to do that right now. My brother has bamboo pieces like just lying around his workplace. Like, where do you get these? What? But anyways, he allowed me to use this one. So I'm going to cut this up and turn it into the bamboo mouthpiece. Like, I saw the bamboo mouthpieces online had like this white thing around here that you bite into, and I don't want to do that. So I have an idea of what I'm going to do, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. So I'm just going to make one first, and then if it works, then I'll continue it onto the second one. So let's start. So for this bamboo making, of course you're going to need bamboo, some paints, scissors, a saw. You're also gonna need some craft foam, some sandpaper, which isn't in this clip, and some red ribbon. So I'm going to start out by just marking my bamboo where I want to cut it, like how long I want it to be. So here it's off camera, but I'm just like lining it up to my face just to see how long I want it to be. And then I'm just going to get my little saw and just, you know, saw it. I'm just going to cut that, and honestly I think, sorry, I hit my computer while doing the voiceover, but honestly I feel like this would have been a lot easier if I had like a nicer saw, because this saw is kind of old, so it took me a while, but it was cute. Alright you guys, so I've actually cut it now, and it's a good length. I've also sanded it down and I gave it a little rinse. So now I'm going to have to figure out how to get this to stick to my face. So I'm planning to cut a little groove here, like a hole here, so that it can kind of like sink into my face, so that, like, you know, there's like a hollow part here for my face to go through. So I don't know if that's going to work, but I'm going to try and figure it out. So to start, I just marked where in the bamboo my lips would have to go through, and then I got my saw and started to cut it. And honestly, you could probably cut this in a more like rectangular straight way, but I cut it diagonally because I am not straight. But yeah, anyways, when I was done making that hole, I sanded it and filed it down so that it wouldn't be rough and so that I wouldn't injure myself. But yeah, I decided to use real bamboo when I had like cardboard tubes to literally do this with just scissors. But anyways, if you look at Nezuko's bamboo muzzle, it has like little lines here because, you know, it's a smaller piece of bamboo. So I'm just going to try and recreate that with foam. So I'm just going to cut 2 strips. It's actually supposed to be 4 pieces, but I wasn't looking at a reference photo of Nezuko's bamboo gag until this point of the video. So then I realized it was like 4 strips, so I cut an extra 2 more strips, and then I just used some hot glue to stick it onto the bamboo. So I've hot glued the foam pieces onto the bamboo, and basically this is what it's going to look like, except it's not painted. Now I'm gonna have to deal with how hollow it is, and honestly, if you're fine with it hollow, then you don't have to do anything about it. This is what I'm going to do about it. I'm going to cut 2 little circles out of the foam, so one larger than the other, and this one would just fit into the hollow piece. Honestly, it would be better if you just drilled a hole into the bamboo, but it's nighttime right now, it's past midnight, so drilling will make too much noise. This is the red ribbon that I'm going to use. Hers is a lot wider and a lot larger, but this is all that I have. So it has some gold trimming. So I threaded the red ribbon through the larger circle with the hole in it, and then with hot glue I will just hot glue this sealed, and then after that I'm just going to insert it into this circle, into the hollow point I mean, and then just like this, and repeat it on the other side. So we're almost done with this bamboo mouth guard. So this is generally what it's going to look like, but it's time to paint it. So I held out like the brown paint, but I actually didn't even use the brown paint. I mainly just used green and yellow. So I first started by painting the whole thing green, and you know, just making like a whole heavy coat of green onto the bamboo. And honestly, I feel like it would have been easier to like paint it first before putting the ribbon, because I kind of got some green paint onto the ribbon. But yeah, here in this part I was trying to paint it yellow already, but I think the yellow was too light for it, so it wasn't really seen, it wasn't really visible. So I ended up giving up on that and just painting the whole thing green, and then when it dried I put the yellow on top of it. Hey guys, so it's the next evening and I let the bamboo mouth guard out to dry, and this is currently what it looks like. This part is what it looked like when I painted it green, because you know I painted it green last night, and this part I put a little bit of yellow this morning, and I actually really like this. So this is actually what I was trying to go for. I really wanted like a kind of yellowish kind of bamboo, so I think this is as close as I'm gonna get to what I want. So now I'm just going to continue with the details on this part, and we're done. Like I said earlier, painting it yellow like at the get-go did not do really well because the yellow was not that visible. So I just painted it all green, and then now I'm going in with some yellow paint, and that just made it a whole lot nicer and a whole lot more realistic kind of looking. And I'm just like so happy with how this turned out. And so that's the bamboo mouth guard complete, and I'm so happy with how it turned out because it looks so good, and it looks less yellow in some parts, but I feel like that makes it a little bit more realistic. And here are just some clips of me testing out the cosplay, and my hair is still like this because the wig is still in shipment, but yeah, my cosplay is complete. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and that you learned how to make one of these instead of purchasing one online. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for my next few videos because I still have so much cosplays planned. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.